My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Okay, it's interesting that at the beginning of the video, she gives away the game and admits she's jealous of Meghan. Okay, I'll come back out. Let's see the retweet. Alright, so there's that. Bethany is a jealous, weirdo, racist white woman who is fixated on our princess. Instead of fixing her batch plastic surgery and weird fillers, she's babbling about helping our good sis. Girl, bye. Okay, so let's listen to this.
I would ask you why Meghan Markle can't get a break, but I know why. Here's the thing. It's a combination of jealousy and frustration. So
What? She's not ashamed? Jealousy and frustration? How is that Meghan's problem? That's your problem. You need to just keep your eyes away from her. Oh my God, she's not ashamed to say it. No wonder why they said she gave it away. Where did I read it? But anyway, let's continue. Listen. That's a shame.
So I remember when she walked down the aisle. I remember watching. I was going through a breakup and I was like, oh my God. She found her prince. Like, oh my God. And I was like sad. I was sad because I was really going through a bad time in my life.
But why are you projecting your misery onto her? Can you just be happy for her? This is very sad. Wow.
Just had it all, but it was like, it was inspirational and oddly relatable because it wasn't relatable, but it was just like, wow, go Paula. There was a movie, Officer and a Gentleman. It was Go Paula. It was like she met this guy and she's running into the end zone. She's a princess. It was so amazing. It was so hard to believe. I happened to have known her ex, which is a side story for another day. But like,
let me pause for a second. Okay. If you guys want to go watch her thing, go on TikTok and watch it without me interrupting. But the thing with Meghan, where she's at now, there was a lot of work that was done to be in that space that she is now.
People have said my wife saved me.
Yeah.
You know, I was stuck in this world.
Yeah.
And she was from a different world and helped sort of draw me out of that. But none of the elements of my life now would have been possible without me seeing it for myself.
Yeah.
As we know, it's one of the, you know, it's hard to change. It's almost impossible to change other people.
Yeah.
You got to start with changing yourself
Exactly.
and allow that growth to happen. But yes, my partner is an exceptional human being, and I'm eternally grateful for the wisdom and the space that she's been able to give to me.
Well, there's an incident in the book where you kind of lose it. I think you lose your temper, and she says to you, "You can't do that with me.
Mm-hmm.
I will not be with a person who does that.
Mm-hmm.
I will not have children with a person who does that.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to figure out what's going on inside yourself." And my wife, bless her soul, has always challenged me to, she wouldn't put up with anything less than my true self.
Mm-hmm.
And what a gift.
Mm-hmm.
And so relationships, but not just with spouses, but also with people who see you and accept you, such an important part of healing, I think.
And I needed that.
Yeah.
I really needed that. I needed that pushback. I needed that moment of, again, scared of losing her. And it was a real moment because of the question that she asked.
Yeah.
She said, is it because that was how you were brought up, or that you've experienced or seen or heard, other people within your life speak to women like that? And it was like a light bulb moment. It was like, wow.
Yeah.
That's where it comes from. Not an excuse.
No.
Just
an
understanding of how these things manifest themselves and how we are so much a product of our own upbringing.
Will these people be able to put Harry in his place when he act out some of the things Meghan had experienced with Harry? It wasn't that bad, but we've heard some bits and pieces here when he went to therapy where he was saying he needed to hear some of the things Meghan have said, especially one of those where they were cooking and out of nowhere he raised his voice on Meghan, and then Meghan removed herself from the space around Harry, and then when she then came back, Harry went to look where she was. And then he find Meghan sitting somewhere, I think at the bed, in the bedroom. And Meghan had a talk with him and said, if you want to raise a family, this kind of attitude, I do not want it. If something like that had happened, will she have the confidence to tell Harry, don't behave like that in front of me. Don't act like that. I do not want this toxicity. Will she have the courage to tell Prince Harry that? Or is it because it's Prince Harry, so she's going to take the abuse, the mistreatment, the disrespect? Look how the other brother's treating the wife. Will she be able to stand up to Harry and tell Harry, don't do that to me? Because Meghan had a life. She was doing very well on her own. So for them to feel that kind of jealousy, because Meghan worked at it. Harry worked at it. If Harry wanted to be with Meghan, if Harry wanted Meghan to stay with him, he had to work himself, go to therapy, get the help that he needed to be in somewhat at the same level as Meghan. Level in terms of spiritually, mentally, and also physically. Because to be in a marriage, there's physical thing that goes into that. If you know, you know. So you cannot be loving somebody who's screaming at you, disrespecting you, and do all of those things. So all of this had to be worked out before they got married. Will these women who's jealous of Meghan will be able to put on the work before they got married? Will they have the courage to tell Harry, don't behave like that in front of me? I don't like it. So now we could see where they are now. Some of the images, they don't share everything, but at least now the bits and pieces Meghan is sharing with us on her IG, we see the calm, loving, and there's some pictures of Harry with Lily on a boat and Meghan and Harry at the beach just hugging each other. A more recent, not the one on their docuseries. Will these women stand up to Harry when Harry needed to be fixed? He was a broken man. He was. After his mom died, he was a broken man. The tabloid, the brother, and everybody else was elevating themselves at the expense of putting him down. So him meeting Meghan, and Meghan saw the problem and said, I do not want this. Get therapy or else I'm moving on. Okay, so all of these, when these white women are saying they're jealous of Meghan, they need to think about that. Will they be able to stand up to Harry when Harry was at his lowest? Because one of the things the derangers love to say is that Harry was smoking, drinking, and the brother used to say that as well.
Has there been any kind of diva demands or sort of pop stars you've had to deal with that have been quite tricky?
We couldn't possibly be so indiscreet.
The Spice Girls were quite keen to...
He's been the hardest. Some cigarettes somewhere in a beer, that's about it, really. But apart from that, it's been pretty easy.
Have you been the diva today then, Harry, with your rider?
I haven't been the diva. This is very unfair.
Who are you most looking forward to actually seeing getting up there and doing their stuff?
I don't know about Harry.
But with an edge to helping people.
How about you, Harry?
He'd probably sit and play computer games and drink beer.
Oh, he's a junkie, is this and that. Okay, So all this needed to be fixed before they walk down the aisle. All right, so all of this. Let me click on it and go back. Let's start all over.
I would ask you why Meghan Markle can't get a break, but I know why. Here's the thing. It's a combination of jealousy and frustration. So I remember
That's your problem.
when she walked down the aisle. I remember watching, I was going through a breakup and I was like, oh my God, she found her prince, like, oh my God. And I was like sad. I was sad because I was really going through a bad time in my life, and she just had it all, but it was like, it was inspirational and oddly relatable, because it wasn't relatable, but it was just like, wow, go Paula. There was a movie, Officer and a Gentleman. It was Go Paula. It was like, she met this guy and she's running into the end zone. She's a princess. It was so amazing. It was so hard to believe. I happened to have known her ex, which is a side story for another day, but like it was like, go Paula. And then she was beloved. And it was amazing that she was divorced and that she was black. And it was like all these things. And it's this modern royal family and the monarchy's changing. And it was great, right? And then the wheels came off, and she has every right to be unhappy about her life in any capacity. You can't count other people's money, and you also can't assign value to their pain. They left, they wanted privacy, but we can't define what that means. They also needed...
Nah, that's misinformation here, okay? Meghan and Harry spoke about it on the Oprah interview.
Shouldn't you have an expectation that you're going to have to lose privacy?
Well, it's two things here.
That's part of the deal.
Two things here. I think everyone has a basic right to privacy. Basic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're not talking about anything that anybody else wouldn't expect. So if you're at work and you have a photograph of your child on your desk and your coworker says, oh my gosh, your kid's so cute, that's fantastic. Can I see your phone so I can see all the pictures of your child? You go, no, this is the picture I'm comfortable sharing with you. And then if they double down and say, no, but you already showed me that one, so you have to show me everything. You know what, I'm just going to hire someone to sit in front of your house or hide in the bushes and take pictures into your backyard because you've lost your right to privacy because you shared one image with me.
Mm-hmm.
That's sort of the flawed argument and its operating mechanism that they're confusing people to think. I think life is about being able to share our stories and share parts of our lives that you're comfortable with. There's no one who's on Instagram or social media that would say, because I shared this one picture, that entitles you to have my entire camera roll. Go ahead, look through it. No one would want that. So it's about boundaries and it's about respect. They've created a false narrative. I've never talked about privacy.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just a basic understanding.
Okay? The media wanted to intrude in their life. Okay, like I've said in many other videos, so many content. Now we are seeing, okay, if they were in the UK and the media leave them alone, let them live their lives, guess what? Some of the bits and pieces of things we are now seeing on her IG, we will be seeing all of that over there. But no, the media wanted to be part of their everyday movement, and that was a no-no.
Chance my arm with a cheeky question. A bit like your mother, you are pursued every minute of every day by lots of people trying to take photographs, videoing, recording what you're saying, pushing. How can you possibly have a private life?
Cheeky question. You're right, that is a cheeky question. But Andrew, to be honest with you, sadly, that line between public and private life is almost non-existent anymore, and we will continue to do our best to ensure that there is the line. You know, we are completely aware that we're in a very privileged position, and I will spend the rest of my life, earning that privilege and trying to bring a spotlight onto things and causes that really matter to me, and hopefully matter to a lot of other people as well. Everyone has a right to their privacy, and a lot of the members of the public get it, but sadly in some areas there is this sort of incessant need to find out every little bit of detail about what goes on behind the scenes. It's unnecessary. I hope that people get to see me here in this Invictus role, cracking on with the guys and mucking in and having a good time with them. And this is, you know, this is half my official role, but half my private role. This is what I enjoy doing, but the private life has to be private, and I hope people respect that.
Okay, Harry and Meghan already responded to that. And I would have been very ashamed of her to even bring that up. I wonder what goes in these people's head. Out of nowhere, you put a video like that out. And then they're exposing themselves. What other men? They have to think of the future. I don't know if she's married right now because she just said she was going through some breakup or whatever. But what about future spouses or potential spouses or someone who might be interested in her listening to this? Why will I want to be with... Well, I'm not. Let's continue before I twist myself in the pretzel.
Money, I think they underestimated how much they would be on their own, and they've made a lot of money, and they have a lot of money,
and that's ideas. They have ideas. They have plans. This is one of the things that I said when they were leaving the UK. Okay, they left everything behind, but all their powers were in their head. They know how to create things from scratch. And let's not forget, Meghan went to school for these things.
What did you study at college?
I double majored theater and international relations, and then I went and worked for the U.S. Embassy for a bit. And
I mean, what kind of... My God, what goes in these people's head? Do you know that she has a platform? I don't know. I think she used to have a show. Why can't she create her own thing? She too can do those kind of things. Now, are you passionate about the same thing that she's passionate about? Probably not. This is why it looks so easy for her, because she enjoys doing these things. From what I've heard, these are things she used to do behind the scene with her friends, co-stars. Oh my God, Lord, help us with these people.
And I think when the frustration comes in, it's just like, please let me advise you.
Advise you from what?
Anything to just advise her.
Advise her from what? Listening to you, I will want nothing from you close to me. Not that you will want to advise me, not that I'm into all of this stuff, but you're exposing yourself for what? This jealousy and advising from what? Did she need help? She's not looking for help. She's doing pretty well on her own. Oh my God. All right, let me move it back. You guys gonna be upset at me because I keep on stopping in between.
Like, it's just you're watching something. You're like, why'd you do that? No, go that way. It's like, this is the person. It feels like the woman,
You're telling her to go that way, to the ditch, the same way the royal family were advising her to, almost take her life. No, she's doing very well. What the hell? She doesn't need anybody's help right now. The people that needs to advise her are around her already. Oh my Lord. I feel like this is a psycho's talking. I'm sorry, because this is unbelievable to me. How hard it is to just be happy for somebody. What the hell am I listening to? I'm moving it back.
have a lot of money, and I think when the frustration comes in, it's just like, please let me advise you. Please, I would do anything to just advise her. Like, it's just you're watching something, you're like, why'd you do that? No, go that way. It's like, this is the person. It feels like the woman, the last girl in the murder movie, the last girl that like, no, don't go that way. Go there, he's over there. Like, I'm like, no, why are you going that way? Go this way. No, go that way. We're like in a corn maze, and I'm like, just why are you making all the wrong turns? Please.
What?
Most people don't have these opportunities. Like, most people, they're rare air. It's like the pot of gold is right there. Just, please, why do you do? They go like this, and
what
the pot of gold, like, is nowhere to be found. It's frustration.
What the hell?
We don't understand. We're just like, stop. Help me help you. Why did you do it this way?
Are you freaking kidding me? What the hell did I just listen? Is her show not popular? Is she not thriving? What the hell did I just listen to? Why did she even put it out? What the hell did I just listen to? Is her show not popular? Is she not thriving? What the hell did I just listen to? What the hell did I just listen to? Is her show not popular? Is she not thriving? What the hell did I just listen to? Did why did she even put it out? Oh my Lord. Let's see some of the comments here. Meg broke their brains in the same way Barack Obama did when he won the election. Both are biracial and they're half skinful. Truly don't even recognize that part. I am too old, but I am still able to astounded at how much this causes them to convulse. She really did. Okay, real question. Do you think they get paid per post? Or they that psychotic? Not just her, the other weirdos too. Could definitely get paid because she don't do anything for free. But this weird white woman, I can't believe what I was listening from her. Obviously, she does not know that Meghan left the UK with the millions she earned from her career, and Harry left with the 14 million that his mother left him. They bought their own home within 6 months of moving to California. They were desperate for money. I know, I said my part on that as well. They obsessed. There's the yikes face. Bethany looks like she was right in the middle of plastic surgery when her doctor decided to just say F it. Oh my God, she really think Meghan Sussex should live life according to her standard. Like, why will she want Meghan living like she was her? The jealousy is of her wanting to fulfill her desire through Meghan's life. I don't understand this kind of caucasity. She could have stopped a jealousy and frustration. That's it, because that's their bitter problem. They were willing to trade their dignities and identities to be a princess. Yep, this is why it took us so much talking about it. When Meghan was having issues with Harry before they married, will they stop Harry and tell Harry, I don't want this type of attitude or something like that? How dare this black woman not be grateful and advise her? Oh, be serious. That's what I'm saying. At Bethany used to love you, even met you in New York with Jake, but you really ask now. As a black woman, we don't exist for your entertainment, and we can do whatever the F we want. If we were to take advice from anyone, it wouldn't be from a tone-deaf, thirsty hoe like you. Oh my God. Right? So the wrong turns she made, or her husband loving her enough to leave the monarchy, advocating for herself, continuing her humanitarian work, and getting $100 million deal with Netflix. And B, Bethany wants to advise her while she's making videos from her bathroom after her 17th breakup. I don't know her stories. This is why I don't follow people. These people are crazy. Okay, why would she think anyone need to listen to her when she needs to be staring on batch? Why do white people always think they know best? Bitch, go to your plastic surgeon and stop worrying about other people. Okay, so there's more comment. Let me move on. Oh my God, I think there was something else below the original tweet. Okay, so there's that here. That's from the same post. I'm gonna move this tweet to Happy Team Sussex. Melody Hobson is one of Meghan's mentors. Okay. Oh, there's another one of her. Is it Bethany or Methany? Frankenstein. Okay. I don't want to call name. Okay. Team kept reporting my videos on TikTok 2 years ago, where I talk about her melting face and obsession jealousy. She was desperately trying to hook up with Meghan's ex-husband for a failed reality show, yet somehow thinks she can advise Meghan successfully. What is this about? Oh my God. Let's go into it.
I'm thinking about this Meghan Markle shit show. She could fuck up a wet dream.
Now, who asked this melting face anything? Listen, Methany, hi. What you should be thinking about is moving up your next filler appointment. Because that seems to be a more pressing personal predicament than Princess Meghan. Girl, tell him to concentrate in your under eye area.
I'm thinking about this Meghan Markle shit show. She could fuck up a wet dream.
Now, who asked this melting face?
Oh my God. This is so embarrassing.
I'm thinking about this Meghan Markle shit show. She could fuck up a wet dream.
This is my third video about this. They keep getting removed because of community guideline violations, but I still don't understand why. Luckily, I got to see some of the comments of the last one before it got removed. And guess what somebody told me in the comments? Methany girl, I didn't know you used to date Meghan Markle's ex-husband.
Oh my God.
This is an interview you did. Pause to read. Now look how excited you were about Meghan becoming a princess. Look how excited you were. And Meghan just threw that away like, bitch, I don't need this. So worried about Meghan business, but what happened to this? What happened to this? Or did it happen and I just didn't hear anything about it? Because that's also possible. But here's where you showed your hand, Methany. There's something salacious about doing a TV project with Meghan Markle's ex. You know exactly what you're doing. You're trying to get clout off of Meghan Markle's name like you've been trying to do since 2018. Friendly reminder, folks, to drink your water and mind your business. Don't be like Methany here. She obviously does neither.
I'm thinking
Oh
about this
my
Meghan
God.
Markle.
Let's go to the...
Here's where I have confusion.
I'm thinking about this Meghan Markle shit show. She could fuck up a wet dream.
Now, who asked this Middleton face anything? Listen, Methany, hi. What you should be thinking about is moving up your next filler appointment. Because that seems to be a more pressing personal predicament than Princess Meghan. Girl, tell them to concentrate in your under... Now, how is it that Methany Frankenstein can make a video about Meghan Markle and call her all kinds of names, and she doesn't violate the community guidelines? However, when I say what I said, which is just advice, because wasn't that what she was trying to give Meghan, advice? My content violates community guidelines. But she's a public figure. And so public figures are not subject to the same rules as far as abusive behavior or bullying when they're reported, right? Which is why her video's still up, because Meghan is a public figure. So what the fuck is it? Is that not the rule that public figures are excluded? Or is that only the rule when white people talk about black people and not when black people talk about white people? And who running these appeals? The judge that appointed the special master? Because orange people get treated differently in this country too. Follow your own rule. See, here's where I have confusion.
She keep on coming back each time they remove her video. All right, let me leave that alone. Oh my God, I've been recording for too long. Right now, it's 8:20. I just need to get all of those tweets out of the way. I have one more. You evil and rich mofo caused my favorite Le Creuset pen to be out of stock. I'm not showing y'all a picture of the pen I want because it's waitlisted. LOL. Anywho, watch with love, Meghan. Okay, so I guess they were out of stock. There's that. Okay, girl, are you cooking now or will be decorative? LOL, sis, allegedly decorative and allegedly boiling hot water in it. LOL. I think I responded. I was laughing about it. There's me here an hour ago. LOL, laughing my ass off. Sis, it might be sold out online, but check Crate and Barrel, Macy's, Williams, Sonoma, or their outlet location. If you're lucky enough to be close to an outlet, go check it out. Okay, so that's that. Let's leave that alone. This is my last one. Oh my God. And then I'm done. I probably don't need to record anything anymore until the middle of the week. So this one I saw. I clicked that T too. There's the I. They left Kate out. The royal family today on International Women's Day, we are showcasing the royal family's long-standing support for female photographers, which stretches back as far as the advent of photography in mid-1800. From Frances Sally Day's photographs of Queen Victoria in the 1850s to Dorothy Wilding's portrait of a young Queen Elizabeth II in 1952, and Nigerian photographer Christina Ebenezer's, sorry if I pronounce it wrong, recent portrait of the Duchess of Edinburgh, female photographers have captured members of the royal family in their own unique ways since the art form began. Okay, so they highlight this. Queen Elizabeth II, 1952, there's the name here. The Queen, when Duchess of Cornwall, 2020. They tag the person, Jennifer Patterson. Queen Victoria, 1819 to 1901. There's the name here. Princess Anne, 1980. Copyright Jane Brown. Queen Alexandra, 1844 to 1925. Okay, Princess of Wales, circa 1901 to 10. Okay, the Duchess of Edinburgh, 2025. Christina Edenzer. So the thing here, they didn't mention Kate. Remember the family portrait and things like that? If anyone wants a good giggle, head over to the royal family Twitter page. Kate's fans are word riding because Camilla and Charles admins didn't include Kate in their Women's Day celebration. There's the laugh here. Apparently, Kate and William snubbed Charles on Cancer Day too, so those people are not serious. So I guess they are even. Kate fans aren't having a good week. They're there. Sorrow, prayers. Let me go and create a mischief. The squad or something. Run. Okay, oh dear, trouble at mill. So funny. I have been saying it for a while now. The monarch and queen don't get along with the Wales. It's because worse since William now has his own duchy and doesn't need Charles for finances. What you see in public between them is just for show. Let me go have a laugh. Okay, so that all of that. Oh my Lord, let's go back to the original. Okay. Like they would have just thrown her in there as a happy Women's Day to Kate for battling cancer. But it's so pointed. Okay, think out loud. Does this mean that Kate has never been clicked by a female photographer? It's kind of embarrassing for Kate, as she herself is an excellent photographer. Maybe they could have included one photo she clicked. Oh well, they clearly wanted to leave her out. What was it? There was a time, maybe 2 years ago, they claim she did a book, photograph book of, what was it? Was it for, I might get this wrong. There was a photograph book that they claim she did, or was it people who supposed to send in their pictures for Black Lives Matter or something? Let me see something. This is the only thing that I saw. Kate Middleton holds still photo book launches today. Okay, a snapshot of the pandemic. The Duchess of Cambridge book featured 100 images taken by the public. Okay, it wasn't her who took it. It's by the public. Okay, so that's what I was making reference to. But even though she was not the one who took those pictures that I was making reference to, but we know how the UK British media and the royal family are when they want something. All right, if they wanted to talk about her, about the book, they will find a way to word their opinion in a way to make people like it. Remember, they all want spotlight, so they don't want to mention her and that. All right, so whatever, let's leave her alone. She allowed those people to walk all over her, so that's her baggage, her problem. But anyway, let's move on. Anyway, let's leave that alone. Let's do a prayer. This video might have several parts because it's almost 2 hours I've been recording. Prayer for future success. Okay, dear Heavenly Father, as I look toward the future, I humbly ask for your guidance and blessing on my endeavors. Grant me the wisdom to make sound decisions, the courage to face challenges, and the strength to persevere through obstacles. May my effort be aligned with your will, and may I experience success in all that I pursue, always using my abilities to serve others and bring glory to your name. Amen. All right, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. All right, so that is it. I'll be in this 2-hour recording. There'll be some part on this channel and some part on PYTE. So subscribe to both channels. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.